Okay, question. Talk to me early game expectations. You're watching this game at home. You're a fan of either team. What's the most important lane or the most important champion to keep your eyes on?
I mean, both lanes
It's going to be something else.
I'm going to wait and see. I'm going to wait and see.
I saw your cheeky look at the items as there we go. There's the Starfall. The Duress follows up as well. The Dog's in with a public execution. But in the end, down goes Lot. With top being a nice standstill for Lot to move towards. Labrov face checking no. In Fog of War ain't good. He's going to be charmed up and instantly destroyed. REVI, a common duo for those reasons.
Nice pick by GIANTX. Oh, hang on, Skewmond. Might be able to get on to close. You got Kalista moving down.
The flash is burned, but Hans Summer's ready and receiving. Lot has joined in, but he just used his ulti in the previous fight as Hans now chases up. Lot might be in trouble. That Ren means they're slowed to buggery, and Skewmond now with another stop under turret will help out as Hans runs in, flashes for the Rand. That's your mama you're talking to.
I mean, this may not be over, though. You've still got another wave coming. Closer, trying to clear it out before it can hit the wave. Skewmond got a tank.
He's low, Skewmond. Not going to find Hans Summer, or rather, other way around. Skewmond is looking for closer, now resets in. Easy kill. G2 are playing with them, Dagger. They're playing with the meat.
They knew that the wave was coming, so Closer was like, look, I'm kind of damned if I do, damned if I don't. And now, Caps going for the trade. Jackie's has no ult.
You're right, he used it before. Caps in a 1v1, unheard of with the Azir, but he's just ordering him down to death. G2 of Marshall Steele. Dag, that's definitely not the right name. We're just going to stick with it.
It's awful. I was watching Broken Blade to see what he was up to anyway, because he's moving down, but there's the engage from John.
Oh, it's set up as well. Fate's Call going to be used too, but it's a double knock up into the air. But GX have this in the bag. Even with the ulti later out from Labrov, it's there as Skewmond gets launched up, and in goes Jackie's. 3 quick kills. GIANTX find one opening.
Brilliant stuff from John. G2 thought they'd be able to control the river, but Jun makes them pay for it. Broken Blade had started to walk down. He isn't playing with that TP, so was trying to cover for that play on the bottom side, but GIANTX come alive and answer back.
Well, with that opening, it's going to be first dragon here for GIANTX. Well, around top. That's the potential for this to set up. Perfect execution, buffered actually behind Broken Blade. Infinite Duress, meanwhile, the Primal Howl is looking for the fear, and it misses. Good spacing there as the adaptation sets them up, but Jaws of the Beast heals up for the time being. Broken Blade flashes, wants to get distance, gets the flash out, another Jaws of the Beast! He's healed up, he's bailed out, but Doggy gonna die as GIANTX still find the use in the kitchen sink as well. At least nice for GIANTX to get some more gold as Caps might be in a bit of trouble. Noah's coming down. Chains Corruption are up and available. Caps waiting for it. Flashes out now eventually, but Noah matches as well. The old Fnatic AD carry has his number as well as he's got all the stacks up and available. Caps is dead meat. Over to Noah. A lot of gold going over, and they commit hard to the bot lane.
Good job by Noah. Realizes here, look, I don't need to be on that top half of the map. Let's make the play towards Jackie's. They kill off Caps. They get this first tower as well. And now it looks like Lot going to try and somewhat keep control on the top side, but I think that tower, yeah, is going to be matched by G2 there.
I think in the end, it's actually G2 who, by the way, because of objectives, get it as, hang on, Dagda, what's that smell? Jackie's has gotten low, but Broken Blade doesn't know there's another foe in his way. He wants to send him away. He infinite duresses, but charmed out. Broken Blade ain't doing the damage.
Play the map in their favor and trying to keep themselves pushing their advantages.
Yep.
But this is a good move. Now they just need to make sure Ambessa can get back into that top side, and that's why they've sent Jun up here as well.
It's a good shield vault coming through, and the blast cone helps out so Lot doesn't get caught out any further. Broken Blade is pushing this turret, and this is what 3 grubs are going to help do, is Herald will also give them a little push in the right direction. For G2, they're committing to swapping sides, and Caps is just walking ever so precariously up to that bot lane wave. Well, G2 have already done the damage first. Herald in the way of the turret.
To create pressure, cause issues for GIANTX where they have to go and deal with them.
Like, the red lady is crazy. Why challenge her, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, there's no point.
I said exactly. I have no idea what
No, you're exactly right, Dak. There is a... Yeah, Hans Summer's caught out. There's no way to react. The problem with GIANTX's comp as a Kalista, there's so many buttons that just say... Maybe see if they can find anything off mid, but Noah, as he positions here, I mean... Going to be looking for the back end of the wave. He's got 2 items, so this virus can instantly clear. As G2 try and threaten him off best they can, but Edge of Night makes things a little bit harder, as at least moving up is a success for now, but Caps jumps up, has to jump away. Hans Summer going to get his time, and Mid is now open. Okay, the map becomes a little bit more open with it too.
Yeah, they didn't know where Broken Blade was, so they couldn't actually commit to fully defending that. Plus, Jackie's have been pushing on bot. Now, Broken Blade shows on top side.
Oh, but look, Caps is coming up as well. You've got to run, Lot! The Infinite Duress is up and available. As you can see, Lot is just trying to get out now using the public execution because there was no other way. Infinite Duress flushed away from as well. And as I said, Caps is coming. He ran all the way up from mid as he jumps in, looking for his time in the sun. His ult's still there with the flash available, but they're just poking him down. Broken Blade is chasing with his blood hunt. His jaws close, and without Lot's life too.
Jackie should be able to get this top lane tower, though. They want to try and look for more. Good handshake.
Dagda
Great
cheeks.
cleanse.
Yeah, really good
turrets.
Every fifth attack or sixth attack is like, yeah, nuts. As G2 trying to leverage that pressure, Dagda. They're pushing GIANTX out of river here because Dragon's now spawned.
But it's a big wave on top side as well, so as long as G2 are able to keep them here, they're going to be happy. You're going to lose a wave top, you're going to lose your bot lane tower. And again, GIANTX, they're just kind of being run around the map. This has kind of been the G2 special.
Yeah.
What we saw from them last year was missing at the start of the split, but it's coming back in leaps and bounds.
No one gets mid lane turret. Okay. As we're still even, I'm just waiting to see. But if G2
Yeah, still though, they haven't actually reset it. GIANTX, can they actually get the steal here?
out, in, out, in, out. Broken Blade from the back end. The Infinite Duress sent in with the pop blossom from John! Johnny John sets it up, but Hans Summer finds Lot in the back end, and G2 are now trying to play front to back as Artican is taken by GIANTX. Their window in the sun is here. Only one withdrawal for now as G2 still trying to fight fire with fire as Broken Blade is hitting a clone. Another reset, another bite as Broken Blade left alive. Caps ulties in to save his own life.
Should just stay on this bottom wave. They don't have the immediate trigger pull here for G2. Like you heard, both Upset and Mickey kind of say
from the skies, he descends down. Skumon is going to be tagged up with the pop blossom, but no one from GIANTX are there. Skumon's angle. That guy is from the stars.
He manages to pick off Nico. Like, you should be able to move over, but again, I think GIANTX kind of fumbling a little bit here. Now G2 setting up on towards this Baron. You still have a lot of members of GIANTX available, though.
Let's
the poke is real.
Great point, Dagda. I was going to say, let's see how that poke affects them right. G2 are taking heaps of damage, and I'm watching towards Noah now as Broken Blade tanks it up. Chain to Corruption, he heals out. Jaws of the Beast, he autos, but now he's down. The burst finally utilizes Caps ulti, sends away Lot, looking for the front to back. It's G2 have to get out with the Baron. Caps knows it's doomed. GIANTX know it's gloom, and Skumon, he's looking for something else in the brush as he finds a trade kill onto Noah now. The poke virus needs his cooldowns available. Skumon jumps in, gets the cleanse, an auto. The he gets the way! And the Marshall!
He has the empowered E to keep himself alive, so nicely played there by Skumon.
That final Q as well, that extra damage that comes from the Mortal Will and the Comet Spear. Insane buff of damage as well as the Skumon outplaying that fight makes it so much different. Two Barons exit the fight as Broken Blade only onto a clone. He finds
games like this, which are slower paced and starting to drag, and how do you play under the map? This is where, unfortunately, not having a lot of that veterancy can come back to hurt you. As
Infinite Duress under turret, and remember the Grand Starfall, he's always there! Into the jaws once more! The Howl unleashes, and the fear is immeasurable. What the hell is an Urukite? The G2 teleport's going to be committed. It's into Fog of War, and GIANTX are walking right into it. Again, the setup sun is there from Skumon. It's perfect execution denied. Pop Blossom is good, but Caps went golden. He was able to space out as a bailout. Onto Hans Summer, works! He revives, does enough damage as GIANTX ran into the fray, and they will not be seeing the light of day. Closer escapes, while two of his solo laners are now dead, and Broken Blade, oh, he can smell it again. He chases, he sends out closer while Baron now stands up, but it's Soul that G2 will be looking after today.
that might have been one of the most high-value Zonyas I have seen in a long while.
True.
The fact that Caps gets rid of the public execution, don't have enough consistent DPS in this GIANTX roster to kind of deal with some of these low health bars. Like Warwick, if you don't burst them out, is getting to heal back up because your poke virus and your Ari isn't all that all in.
The flash charm at melee range, so he doesn't have the Zonyas this time.
The tower? The tower?
Azir turret, that seems fair. Yeah, let's make it do the same. Infinite Duress flash though, and the Grand Starfall combo returns. The Pop Blossom denied, and Broken Blade will not be denied as he ult from Lot to get on out. The perfect execution, rather public version, sends G2 towards the left. That's where the Baron's sitting and waiting, and GIANTX don't have two members.
No, but they do still have Closer, so G2 will need to deal with this Vi. Keep Closer out of the pit is now the name of the game. Maybe a Baron steal could claw this game back for GIANTX, but it is a long, long road back because G2, I mean, Lot's in a decent position here.
Yeah, but Labrov has his hostile takeover. That's what I'm worried about. In front of 3 people, Edge of Night comes up not a moment too soon. But GIANTX, the turn has begun. There it is, hostile takeover is into the back line onto Han Summer. It's a nice oldie, but closer. Doesn't have the follow-up he needs. Broken Blade gets on low, but he needs to get his jaws sunken in as GIANTX zone on out. And there we go. The healing comes through as GIANTX Soul must be getting a hell of a lot of value right now. GX
They
back
feel
up.
confident to just take this. Jun doesn't have flash just available yet, but if GIANTX could buy some time, that could maybe be the engage they're looking for.
How much poke can Noah send out? Hail of arrows after arrows after arrows. Jun, you're telling me Dagda doesn't have the flash available, but Noah has the arrow in the quiver for the steal. Over, no! An attempt so boldly made. Broken Blade Infinite Direct. 43k damage from Noah. And again, we talked a lot about Noah coming into this and how he's big, but right now we're going to talk about Jackie's and how he's feeling small. Caught out. Jackie's, this has happened before. You've had some great moments, but now you're dead for 62 seconds.
Yeah, Jackie's has been hacked, and now he's kind of in a bit of trouble because
not Hackies.
Broken Blade actually, this could be the pick.
It's on to Warwick, though. He can buy some time. Remember, he's got Terminus. He needs to auto-attack everything in the kitchen sink. Use, though. Pop Blossom has Skumon joined in. He now flashes over. He's poked out, but for G2, they've got pressure down bot.
They're still looking for that bot lane tower. GIANTX are now running back as quickly as they can to try and protect this bottom side, but it's gone. Caps is just keeping them at bay, and I mean, how much further did G2 want to go?
Can you end? Question mark.
I don't think they
so.
can.
No.
I think they're just trying to force GIANTX back, but
Skumon is going in with no health bar. He gets himself a nice little proc of his item, heals up to half. Han Summer's still attacking the turrets because GIANTX are not going in. They used all their buttons. They used all their buttons on the Wolf. So now set up with a hostile takeover. They've just taken down 2 Nexus turrets. G2 have an open Nexus, but will not take it yet. Close is looking for a flank. G2 running for their lives. The run out includes the follow-up from the rest of GIANTX, but GIANTX approach from the left. G2 start from the right.
He's setting it up.
Skumon is looking to Grand Starfall into the base.
He's going.
And Broken Blade will run as well. In he flies. The minion wave at the perfect place at the perfect time. GIANTX have to back away. Broken Blade won't let him. The Primal Howl is in the way. And as he jumps into the base, Caps has joined him as well. Lot sends starboard. And Caps and Skumon will take game 1 in primal fashion.
It's only a matter of moments. They play around their early picks as well.
I think we're going to see a lane swap though, Dagda. I think G2 are going to try and instigate the lane swap with a Siffer Lulu. I mean, again, drafts we knew were going to be a bit more chaotic with
but yeah, I mean, things like Whimsy, that could be really important where you're able to, like, if someone is trying to do it to you, you can just immediately send it back and get Labrov interrupted. But yeah, I mean, I think it's even just well, it is a very nice part of her kit. It's the ability to just get a ton of damage off at long range, which is really vital as Lot takes quite a bit of damage in return.
Yeah, not too great. Bramble Smash isn't negated though, so good rebuttal to set us off. Shielded Duran gets the stun up. Jun is waiting for the Justice Punch, and it's again another Soulless Snare. Broken Blade's kept in place for so long. Twisted Advance is buying him time until
go for a full dive onto Lot, still an option. And that's where you can see Lot immediately resetting. It's just like, look, well, at least trying to run away because he knows as many members. Caps actually stopped his reset. So it looks like that dive is going to happen now on the wave.
Skumon coming in as well with his ulti in tow. Lot's already been poked down to half HP. He's popped his pots, waiting as well, but the glitter lances keep coming out. Left, right, and center. The Grandmaster at Arms matters not. The burst is enough from Caps.
Stuff like the lane swaps where at the start they were looking a little dicey on how they were playing some of them out.
It's well said, I think, as well. G2, it's been all about this development, how things come together when they were this crazy roster built together for so long. Now Broken Blade teleporting in. This is not how it comes together. Execute yet again. Are you ready? Noah doesn't even need to press the button. Instead, Jackie's takes a kill, a response kill in responso, as John dies down towards bot, I believe, Dagda. Where's my mind? No.
I mean, Broken Blade was responsible for the one on top, and then they're able to get the one on bot, so GIANTX will get first tower. As the TP back in from Lot onto bottom side. Closer here. I don't think he can go for the dive.
He's going to drill in. He's looking for the impale. It's a good wild
Get
growth.
your 3-ton strike off.
Yep.
Because you're going to have the speed up from Hansama, the speed up from Labrov. You just want to pop someone up in the air as quickly as you can. Labrov
Being turned on, Lot is here, Counter-Strike is up and available, heal now burn, Wild Growth is there for Labrov yet again. There might be an Execute as well, set on up with the Sun as Golden Eclipse available too, but Noah doesn't have enough stacks. G2 are being forced out around Dragon while Broken Blade was not willing to join. He doesn't have TP and he wants to stay up and top to push the turret.
I'm shocked Labrov managed to make it out of that one, especially when Hansama didn't have the ultimate available to give him that movement speed, but GIANTX, they get those 6 grubs, they should be able to get this Dragon, and yeah, you'll trade it for a tower, but kind of a nice job by GIANTX, and just kind of Labrov poking his head in that bit too deep.
It's just a bit of a puddle. It's not really a river, is it? It's more of a puddle. Like, rivers into that it's running water, or it's at least got some measure to it. Like, if you look from this camera angle, their first turret, because GX already picked up theirs, they won't get feats of strength, which has already naturally been claimed, but at least getting some gold. Well, Broken Blade tries to do the same, and will actually just be able to force this himself, so double turret is going to be the take here for G2.
So we manage it. Oh, nice flash, but
here's a tree.
There's the root. G2. Oh, hang on. Labrov gets caught, but
set up there.
I was going to say, it's giving G2 the chances to hit level 11 for Broken Blade just there on that top side. They would have liked to hit it on Hansama, but looks like they're just not going to be a Caps TPing though.
The flank is big. G2 have Broken Blade at the helm as well, and as that TP flies through with Caps, note that GX have brought everyone here. Lot gets bursted out though, and now Hansama can fire away onto Lot. There's no boomerang to hit him down. The Nature's Grasp is set back as Jun is still dead.
To be aggressive on this play.
But an objective for G2. I mean, again, would stack up to 2. It's a Chemtech Soul yet again in this game. And G2 are going to start it off right. Dag to the gold lead, 2,200 at 18.5 minutes in this game. Just again, another early game that for GIANTX has put them a bit behind. Spawning topside this game. GIANTX are clearing out vision while G2 comes second fiddle with Labrov just poking his head in to peek in, and you can see now Jackies has found his way in. I spoke about Labrov, he's Wild Growth himself. Hansama caught out as well, but there's no overwhelm. The Golden Eclipse is used. Hansama is out. Redemption will heal him as into the back. Broken Blade smashes down, but GIANTX stay firm.
Hansama kind of has to get into a position where he's already in river with his team to make this fight kind of work, so they have the opportunity to chase people down, but the fact that mid tower still stands always lets GIANTX have a jumping off point where they can't be chased.
Oh, you can't be caught out here. Ulti sent upwards. Help from Closer, but a great ulti from Caps. Now G2 have to make the grand escape as Closer can't save.
Denying G2 the engage that they want.
Look at with Blackfire Torch as well. It hits the execution threshold. The minion just dies. It's crazy. As G2 start off this Dragon, but they're not hard committing yet. Jun is getting zoned out by Labrov's annoying damage. And Caps having push in bot as well means that this is just going to be Dragon done.
But it's Atakan on the opposite side. GIANTX looks like trying to burst it down. Broken Blade gonna, I think, spot it out. No, just throwing in a sap lane in towards the pit. So I think this is just... And now you get Caps on boss. Multiple members moved up towards this top side, so Hansama should be able to clear out this turret just off the back of it.
I just realized Hansama can throw his Q. It can be rebutted by Noah, and then he can spell shield it.
Yeah.
so if he ever wants mana, because the annoying thing the pros said on the desk about rebuttal is that it always goes towards player direction.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to aim it, it like auto aims for you. So...
But the Sivir spell shield only gives you health now. They did change it a while ago.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh,
there's no mana on it anymore. It's only the health. So as they run you over.
Dude, I keep thinking that, like, I see Noon Quiver and I still think people are building Gale Force.
It's the problem when you've been playing for a while.
Yeah, you just get caught. Remember again that item called Guardian Shroud used to exist in ARAM, I think. But that now is a little bit different. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway. Warlord's Bloodlust is the last one I'll mention while G2 hover around mid. Now, Dagda, Dragon is spawning. This will be sold for G2. Remember, all 3 objectives on the map at the same time.
Look at where Caps is, though. He's starting to move in towards this side lane, which is why GIANTX are backing away. Lot has spotted him.
And it's a really good spot as well. He pops the ulti. Caps in trouble. Takes the blast cone, though, and gets out without having to burn his flash. He's at half HP. He's got teleport available. Saved.
GIANTX, though, use that opportunity to push in towards River. This is where their poke in the long range can come into a big advantage. And all they're trying to do is bully G2 out. And look at where Closer's positioned. You have to come through this choke point, which makes it very easy on the funnel for Closer to pick up some of these short-range members. Now Caps trying to get off towards the side, spots out the Lot there.
Oh, he almost burst him, but Lot doesn't take that much damage from the Aurora anyway. G2 hover back towards mid. This is their strength with the Sivir. They'll just go back and pokes out Jackies. Hansama is one doing damage as GIANTX still look for that pincer. They want that impale. They want that pick, they want that poke.
But G2 can't look for the engage because, again, you've got that reflect from Noah. He needs to be standing towards the front to make sure BrokenBlade does open up, he can cover.
It's a jump in with Audacious charge, but against the wall now found out. Impale again onto the jungler, but in a 4 as a choke. It's dangerous. G2 are getting Hans Summer to free fire. Watch him, even as Jun jumps in. Hans is not dying. Lot has a counter-strike up and available, but Hans has a Lulu there and available too. A double over to Hans, and they just couldn't take the Sivir down.
G2 were very patient in that fight, waited for just the right moments to use the cooldowns. That means the G2 now, they're just going to hold on to the wave. I think they just want to look to end.
They're going to try. Death time is long enough. We see our first Mel, but it doesn't get to do much at all. G2, their experience still comes in handy and as good as you like. Next turret number 1 under threat. Jun needs to buy time, and buying time with his shielded round is exactly what he does. He clears the wave. Next turret number 2 might be too much to ask for. He's done a good job at trying to delay the inevitable, but GIANTX, they're getting battered. They're getting torn apart by these turrets. There's damage from the Sivir. Now with an Ardent Sensor, the Nexus is being hit down too fast. Hans flashes away, and G2-0 is how they start their playoffs for winter.